In the far reaches of time, in a universe immersed in celestial conflicts, arises an imposing figure, whose power is so grandiose that it defies all conception of cosmic warfare, the Archangel Michael. According to the sacred pages of the Bible, he emerges as an unparalleled force, a living legend among the heavenly hosts. Since the beginning of time, his name resonates through the corridors of the firmament, for he is the chosen one, the supreme leader, the one who rises above all other angelic beings. His presence is like a burning flame, capable of illuminating even the darkest regions of the cosmos. His presence is both subtle and profound, leaving the faithful intrigued and thirsty for more information about his divine essence. As we delve into the sacred pages, we are confronted with the complexity of these celestial entities. Their actions and purposes are shrouded in a fog of incomprehension, challenging us to decipher their true roles in the grand cosmic drama. And it is in this whirlwind of uncertainties that the Archangel Michael stands out, as an enigmatic figure that fascinates and intrigues all who seek to understand the secrets of the divine. His presence is marked by an aura of power and mystery, a figure whose significance goes beyond the words written on ancient pages. Michael is more than just a character in the scriptures, he personifies the very essence of the divine, a symbol of protection, power, and justice in a world filled with shadows and uncertainties. Despite his scarce presence in the sacred texts, Archangel Michael is revered and the object of great devotion in various religious traditions. His name resonates in the hearts and minds of faithful Christians, Jews, and Muslims, transcending denominational boundaries and uniting those who seek his protection and guidance. In Christianity, Michael is venerated as one of the principal archangels, a celestial warrior who defends the faithful against the forces of evil. His image is often invoked in prayers of protection and in exorcism rituals, where his presence is called upon to ward off evil spirits. In the Jewish tradition, Michael is considered one of the primary defenders of the people of Israel, a celestial guardian who protects the righteous and combats the enemies of God. His presence is felt in times of adversity, when the faithful cry out for his divine intervention to overcome the challenges they face. In Islam, Michael is known as Mikhail, the Archangel of Mercy, who distributes God's blessings to believers and protects them against malignant influences. His figure is revered as a symbol of spiritual protection and guidance, a guide for those who seek true faith and devotion. Miguel is described in the scriptures as one of the most powerful archangels and prominent among God's servants. His presence is associated with an aura of divine power and unwavering courage in the defense of celestial justice. In the book of Daniel, Michael is portrayed as a celestial warrior who confronts evil powers and defends the interests of God and his people. His courage and determination are evident in the battle against the Prince of Persia, where he strengthens a divine messenger to ensure the transmission of a celestial message. Additionally, in the book of Revelation, Michael is described leading the heavenly armies in the battle against Lucifer and his rebellious followers. His bravery and skill as a celestial warrior are highlighted in the fight against the forces of evil, where he emerges as God's finest champion, securing victory for faithful servants against the darkness. Thus, Michael is revered as the most powerful of God's angels, his finest champion, and guardian of divine principles. His presence is a source of inspiration and confidence for the faithful, who find in him an example of courage, loyalty, and commitment to celestial justice. Despite his great importance and power, Archangel Michael is mentioned quite limitedly in the sacred scriptures, appearing only 6 times in the Bible. His appearances are mainly concentrated in the book of Daniel and the Revelation, where his role as a celestial warrior and defender of divine interests is emphasized. In the accounts of the book of Daniel, Michael is mentioned as a celestial figure who intervenes in earthly matters, strengthening divine messengers and facing spiritual opposition on behalf of God and his people. His presence is described as a source of divine power and protection against the forces of evil. In the book of Revelation, Michael is depicted leading the heavenly armies in the battle against Lucifer and his rebellious followers. His divine intervention is crucial to ensuring the victory of faithful servants against the darkness, demonstrating his significance as a champion of divine justice. Thus, although his appearances in the Bible are limited in number, Archangel Michael is a figure of great significance and power within the context of the sacred scriptures, playing a crucial role in the protection and defense of divine principles against the forces of evil. The first mention of Archangel Michael in the book of Daniel describes a powerful celestial entity facing resistance from the Prince of Persia. This prince is understood as an evil spiritual being opposed to divine purposes. During a period of spiritual conflict, the celestial entity is strengthened by Michael, enabling it to overcome opposition and fulfill its divine mission. This passage gives us a glimpse of Michael's importance and role as a celestial warrior who intervenes in earthly affairs on behalf of God. His presence is crucial to ensuring the triumph of good over evil and the fulfillment of divine plans on earth. Michael emerges as a figure of power and authority, whose divine intervention can significantly influence human and spiritual events. In the account from the book of Daniel, the identity of the celestial entity facing the Prince of Persia is not explicitly identified as the Archangel Gabriel, despite some speculations. Although Gabriel is another archangel known in the scriptures, especially for his appearances and messages to Daniel and other prophets, the text does not provide direct confirmation that the entity in question is Gabriel. The ambiguity regarding the identity of this entity allows for various interpretations among scholars and theologians. Some suggest it could be Michael, given his warrior nature and role as defender of divine interests. Others argue that it is another archangel or an unspecified celestial figure. Therefore, although there are speculations about the identity of the celestial entity in Daniel, the biblical text itself does not offer a clear answer on who exactly this being is, leaving room for varied interpretations and debates among scripture scholars. In Revelation, there is a description of the celestial battle in which Michael is mentioned as the leader of God's angels. This battle is a significant event in the scriptures, symbolizing the struggle between good and evil, between light and darkness. Michael emerges as a prominent figure in this cosmic confrontation, leading the heavenly armies against Lucifer, the most powerful and rebellious adversary. His courage and determination are evident as he faces this threat, representing the defense of divine purposes against the forces of adversity. This celestial battle not only highlights the strength and power of Michael but also the importance of his leadership in preserving divine order in the universe. His position as the leader of God's angels is crucial to ensuring the victory of faithful servants and the maintenance of justice and truth. Therefore, the mention of Michael as the leader in this celestial battle underscores his unique position and unparalleled influence in the conflict between the forces of good and evil. His bravery and determination make him a revered figure, representing the indomitable strength of the divine against the darkness of evil. Another mention of Archangel Michael is found in the Epistle of Jude, where he is cited in a context of dispute with Satan over the body of Moses. This specific reference is not detailed in other parts of the scriptures, leaving us with a limited view of this incident. The mentioned dispute reveals an interaction between Michael and Satan involving the body of Moses, one of the most prominent leaders of the people of Israel. However, the specific details of this dispute are not provided in the Epistle of Jude, leaving room for speculation and varied interpretations among scripture scholars. Despite the brevity of this mention, it highlights Michael's ongoing importance as a celestial figure involved in earthly and spiritual matters, representing the defense of divine interests against the forces of evil, even in obscure and unclear situations like this dispute involving Moses' body. In a passage from the first epistle to the Thessalonians, a generic reference to an archangel is made in relation to the coming of the Lord. The text, found in Thessalonians 4:16, mentions that the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a cry of command, with the voice of an archangel, and with the sound of the trumpet of God. This reference is brief and does not provide specific details about which archangel is being mentioned. However, it suggests the presence of an archangel as part of the event of the second coming of the Lord. This description underscores the importance of the archangel figures in the context of Christian eschatology, representing a significant role in fulfilling divine purposes related to the final judgment and redemption of the faithful. Currently, there are those who believe that Archangel Michael is among us on earth and that his role as a divine protector has not changed over time. It is understood that many believers call upon Archangel Michael in times of need, especially in situations of potential danger, trusting that Michael will respond and deliver them safely from certain circumstances. Many believe they can feel the presence of Archangel Michael when they invoke him, usually if they have been successfully removed from a dangerous situation or if they feel protected. Sensations of warmth, inner peace, and flashing lights are also common among those who sense Michael's presence. Some even claim to have heard Archangel Michael speak to them, offering guidance, similar to the way the unnamed man spoke to Daniel. Regardless of this, whether you believe in Archangel Michael as a champion of the biblical God, just like Jesus Christ, an entity that roams the earth offering help and guidance. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know who you'd like to see in our next videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. For us, you're not just another subscriber. You're the main pillar of this channel. Until next time.